So, of course, we have heard that New York has given free college tuition for community colleges and four-year universities. And there's a lot of talk about being able to provide free schooling. And so with this, of course, comes loans. And like some places still you have to have loans. And so it's important to know how your loans work. Well, with the new Department of Education head, Miss Betty DuVos, something like along those lines. Miss DuVos. Are you referring to North Carolina? No, in the United States. Oh, okay. And now they're going in and they're looking at how they are revamping the college repayments and how it's going to affect borrowers. Now, let me break this down because I'm going to try to make this very quickly and very simple as I possibly can. Okay. So what they're looking to do, especially for income-based repayment plans, and there's a whole chart about 5 million people are on this payment plan. Wow. And so if you are on an income-based repayment plan for your student loans, which of course there's a close to $1.4 trillion student loan debt, which is freaking ridiculous. Please explain that to me. But we do have to pay the money back because it's a loan. So what they're looking to do, because currently how the regulation holds, is under the Obama administration policy that was enacted. And what that policy states is, no, you're fine. What that policy states is that a person can repay their loans at 10% of their discretionary funds. Now, this is important. 10% of their discretionary fund. It caps off at 10%, and you get loan forgiveness after 20 years. So under the Obama administration policy, you get a cap at 10% of your discretionary income. And I don't know, I'm wilding right now. And after 20 years, your loan is forgiven. Now, under the Trump administration, and what they're looking to possibly do is make it to where your cap of your loan repayment caps at 12.5%, and you get loan forgiveness after 15 years. Right? So now let me give some backtrack information so that way you understand. There's disposable income, then there's discretionary income. Disposable income is your money that basically pays for all your necessities after taxes. So this includes clothing, mortgage, food, any other type of shelter, insurance. All this is in your disposable income after taxes. Now, the money that's after that is called the discretionary funds or your discretionary income, which is all about the luxuries in life, those non-necessities such as Chipotle or going on a vacation or a phone or whatever the case may be. So now you look at going back to the ruling is that this 10% under the Obama and 12.5 under the Trump administration is based off of your discretionary income. So let's use an example because I had to write this down. I want to make sure I say this correctly. So let's say, for example, your monthly income is $4,000 and that is now your disposable income. But now after you've paid all your bills, and let's say all your bills and everything totaled up to $2,000, that leaves you, of course, simple math, 4,000 minus 2,000 is $2,000 in discretionary income. So now under the Obama administration, that places you at a cap of $200 per month over a span of 20 years that you would have to repay on the income-based repayment plan, right? Under the Trump administration, again, let's go back to the figure of the 4,000 and the $2,000 of discretionary income. You now your payment is increased to $250 a month over 15 years. So I looked at the numbers. So basically, under the Obama plan, in 20 years, you pay over $48,000. Over the Trump administration, you pay over $45,000 in 15 years. Now, I had a difficult time trying to understand specifically as why they would do this. And I had to remember that the point of this is that it's a loan. people want their money back, and they want their money back the fastest way possible. What Obama looked to do was able to provide lesser payments so people can still have a life outside of paying those student loans.
Right.
And ironically, the average monthly student loan payment is $351. That's freaking stupid.
Mine was $279.
That's freaking stupid. So when you go into a situation where your cap is at 200 and then it's now at 250, you have to accommodate that extra $50. But in the long run, you pay it at a shorter amount, but you have to consider you're paying that money faster. Mm-hmm. And my point, in addition to my point in explaining all that, which I understand this has been kind of long, but you have to understand the language that people are using to be able to get your money. This is why I wanted to say all this, and I wanted to specifically explain this. Because these big banks, these credit card companies, these mortgage companies, these billion-dollar companies, these retail companies, they are using this language against you. And we don't adequately make our adjustments because we don't know the language.
Right.
So I'm saying this and explaining it to you because I want you to know the language. There's no point in me just knowing the language. Otherwise, I just know it, right? That's useless. But it's not like, again.
But you're sharing them.
It's sharing. It's all about uplifting the community. And it would be foolish and selfish of me to come up here and not share that information. Because, again, they're using the language you don't know against you. Mm-hmm. So understand monthly what your disposable income is and what your discretionary income is and how you move accordingly based off that information. So again, if you do have student loans, this is something to keep your eye on moving forward because you may have larger payments. You may have, your payments may be the same. Who knows? But just be informed about what's going on with that.